Hmm. Hmm. All right, all right, all right. Um, all right, let's get it. Jill Scott. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get it. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your humble host, Coach Ken Canion, aka the Doctor, aka the Professor, aka, I often say I'm not a doctor because I have a PhD or an MD. I am the doctor because people come to me when they are in pain and I help get them out of pain, be it man or woman, be it husband or wife or just girlfriend or boyfriend, situationships, whatever it is, my job is to fix it. All right, all right, all right, all right. So tonight, here's what I want y'all to do. Tonight, what we're going to talk about tonight. The other day, I did a talk. I did a talk about 60 people on, and I began talking about the keys to having a great relationship. And as I began talking about it, because if you think about it, y'all, how many of us want a great relationship? We want to be loved and we want to exhibit love. But many of us don't know how to get it. Many of us don't know how to exhibit it when we get it. And so we think that a great relationship is elusive. And many of us have resigned ourselves that we just won't have it. But for those of you who say, Coach, I want that. I want to have a great relationship. I am not I am not one of those people who say, I want to die alone or I'm just going to be alone. Um, but for those of you who want to have a great relationship, whether you're in one or not, I want you to hang around. I want you to hang around because because I'm going to give you the four keys to having a great relationship. And I outline these keys from the people who I've helped get into a great relationship. And so it is important for me, to help each one of you. And at the end of this, tonight, as always, in this month, I am doing free. I'm doing free sessions, 30-minute sessions, only 30 minutes. But I'm doing free sessions to help people have those relationships. Now, can we be honest? Just a moment of clarity, just a moment of just pure honesty, y'all. Can we all be honest? I remember when my wife and I were going through a bad stage 16 years ago. We couldn't communicate, and we were headed for divorce court. We were headed for divorce court. And I remember at the time, all I could remember saying was, it is her fault. It was her fault that our relationship was not going good. That's what I kept saying. That's what I was believing. That's what I was thinking. It was her fault. And because I thought it was her fault, then I really didn't look at myself. I just did, because let me wipe this off. This TikTok, it's like my camera ain't clean. I always get the colors be like looking crazy. I'm just doing this on my TikTok, y'all. So the colors look kind of crazy. Maybe it's just my phone. But anyway, so I have made it my mission since then to help people get into great relationships. Now, I've been very successful. Now, I've had some that didn't go right too. Let me be honest. I've had some relationships that went awry, and many of them should have gone awry. All right. But I've had a lot of success. But you know how it goes, y'all? We can talk about the things that we do well, but we focus on the things that we don't do well. You can have 10 things go right for you, and then you can have one thing go wrong. And what do? We focus on the one thing, just like in a relationship. I may have a partner that does 6, 7, 8 things to my liking. But what do I focus on? I focus on the one thing that they do that I just don't like. And many of us do that. Many of us do that. So tonight, I wanted to give you the 4 keys to having a great relationship. If you're not in a relationship, that's okay. It's when you get in it, or how you attract a great relationship. All this is for you. For people who are already in a relationship, this is for you. People who are getting out of a relationship, this is for you. This message is for everybody who wants to have a great relationship. All right. Now, that being said, first I want to know your name and where you're checking in from. I want to properly acknowledge you, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me tonight. All right. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me tonight. So if you would tell me where you're checking in from, so I can properly acknowledge you. All right. Properly. So we got somebody from Heidi from London, Gwen from Hawaii in the building. We got Tony from NYC in the building. All right. Great. Thanks for joining. We got, what's that, Yvonne from Virginia. Thank you. Deborah from Louisiana. We have Carla from Detroit. Welcome. We have, what's that, Cherie from NYC in the building. We've got Kay from Atlanta, Georgia in the building. Bianca from Houston. This is Venetia from Maryland in the building. Deborah Harris from California in the building. We've got Angela from Louisville, Kentucky in the building. Thank you all we got Shirley from Birmingham in the building. Samantha from the Netherlands. Thank you, Samantha, for joining us. Let's have some Samara. Is it Samra? From Brussels, Belgium. I just want to make sure I got my Aunt KK from Houston in the building. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all for joining me. Now, all right, we got Smiley from Chicago, Shay from New York City in the building, Shonda from Texas in the building. Now, listen. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through the 4 keys. I'm not going to be before you long. Now, listen up. I got all my platforms up here, and it's funny, every time I go live, I want y'all to bring your notes, bring your pad, because you're going to learn something. Every time, I want to make sure that I can teach you something, all right? I can teach you something. Now, some people don't want to learn. Now, if you don't want to learn, I get it. Then don't take notes. Just be here because you like me talking. Somebody said, I respect you so much. Oh, who is that who said that? What's your name? So I can properly, I respect you and I love you for listening too, because you could be anywhere in the world, y'all. And for those of you who are listening to me, just know this. I am not about having, 3,000 people on my live. I don't care if one person shows up. I'm going to give you my all. I'm going to give you everything that I have, because I want, if I can change one person's life, I'm not about clicks. I don't do this for clicks. I don't do this for clout. I do this for people's lives to be changed. And that's the honest truth. For people who know me, like people in my academy, they know what I'm about. And so I am not here to bash anybody. I don't bash anybody. I do tell the truth. I do tell the truth. I tell the truth when we all need to level up. I do. But I want you to win. I want you to find love. I want you to maintain love. Now, love, I'm not talking about the googly eye kind of love that, you're like, whoo, like my wife said, your liver quiver. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the kind of love that says, you know what, even on your worst days, I'm going to love you anyway. That's the kind of love that I want you to have. That's the kind of love that I believe that you can have. It's the kind of love I got. It's kind of love I have, and the agape kind of love. But the agape kind of love is not always pretty. It's not always roses and, just my wife says, unicorn and roses. It's not always pretty. And sometimes that kind of love requires work. It requires long suffering. It requires sacrifice and compromise, y'all. That's what it requires. But a lot of us aren't willing to do that. But so as long as I have a platform, as long as I'm here, I'm going to keep preaching the same message. Whether it's one person or 1,000 people, it will be the same message. Okay. And I thought tonight that I need to come from this perspective because, a lot of times I get hyped and I'm telling you stuff and I'm teaching you stuff, but sometimes I feel like I just need to be like a father figure to some of y'all. And I need to be like a big brother. Some of y'all might be my age or more, or a father figure, or a big brother, and or that uncle that you never had that's going to tell you the truth, and that's me. The difference is I know what the hell I'm talking about too. Some of those uncles just tell you to do stuff, but they don't know what they're talking about. I'm just being honest. They just saying stuff because they want to make you feel better, something they heard, whatever. All right. So, but tonight, let's talk. Let's kind of talk. I ain't gonna yell tonight. And then when I'm finished at the end of this, I'm still doing, at least to the end of the month, I'm still doing the free 30-minute sessions, and because I want to help people. Bianca, you said my husband cheated, and how can I forgive him? You need to book a session with me. I just wrote a book called The Cheat Code: How to Overcome and Heal from Infidelity. I want you to book a session with me. I'm doing these free 30-minute sessions. And let me tell you, me and you, how you can heal from infidelity. Okay. And you can, for those of you who don't want to wait to the end, you can book the sessions, the free sessions at coachkencanion@gmail.com. Coach Ken Canion at Gmail. It's a free 30-minute session, and you can ask me anything actually. But I'm going to help you. And so when you call, I'm not only going to tell you what's wrong, because I can diagnose anything in 19 minutes or less. That's just my gift. God has given me that gift. Okay. But then I'm also going to tell you what's the protocol for treatment. What do you need to do? If you're telling me you want to get over infidelity, I can tell you what to do. I'm on a show that I deal with people who have been cheated on. I know what to do. That's why I wrote the book, The Cheat Code. It just came out last week. It's called The Cheat Code: Healing and Overcoming Infidelity in Your Relationship. It's on my website, CoachKenCanion.com. It's an audio book as well. If you've been cheated on, you need to buy it. It's the ebook, and it's an audio book too. So you get to download the audio book file and you will have the ebook file as well. So if you are trying to get over infidelity, this is the most comprehensive book that I have written, because I was like, here I am on a show, a TV show, a hit TV show um, called Unfaithful, Caught in the Act. Comes on MTV. For those of some of you've seen it, it's rated super high. It's not on right now. It ended in December, but it's coming back. I'll let y'all know soon. But for those of you who have experienced that, sometimes your world is rocked. Sometimes you don't know what to do and here's why infidelity is so devastating. Infidelity is so devastating because everything that you've ever believed about the relationship comes into question. Everything you've ever, and let me go a little bit deeper. You see, the way the mind operates in pictures. It doesn't operate in words like you think. It operates in pictures. So whenever you think about something, anything, there is a picture that pops into your mind about this thing. And so once the picture pops into your mind, your brain, your subconscious mind attaches emotion to the picture. For instance, you ever remembered somebody's name? You know, somebody that you thought that somebody mentions a person's name. And all of a sudden you're like, that's such, it's like, oh, your mind creates a picture of that person. And then what your subconscious mind does is it attaches emotion to the picture. You ever notice you like, oh, I don't like that person. Oh. And so the way it is with infidelity is what it does is you create a picture, and this picture continues to replay in your mind. And so it's hard to get over it because this picture does not match what you've always believed. Okay. And so you begin asking yourself questions, what we call endless loop questions. Endless loop questions are the questions like, why did they do it? Is that not enough for me? Am I not enough? Did I not give them? Have I gained weight? What do they have that I don't have? Have you ever been cheated on, or have you ever done the cheating? Because I'm not just saying, because listen, men and women both could be infidelity. This is not new. It's just, I just put some science behind it. And if it ever has ever happened to you, what has happened to you is you begin asking all of these questions. But these questions, your brain is seeking the answer, but the brain can't find the answer. And so you keep asking them, which leads you down, spiraling down into depression, rejection, anger, and then you go through this cycle of grief, sadness, anger, negotiation with yourself, and then so that's what that is. And I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but Bianca had asked me about that. So, but let me get back to my session tonight. 4 ways to have a great relationship. Now, the first way, number 1, is you must get, and I wrote these down, y'all. I wrote them down. I write everything down so I can have it when I come to y'all. I just get it out of my head and I put it down so I don't be on here for 2 hours, because I can talk all night about it. But the first thing, if you ever want to have a great relationship, is you must get information. You see, what I tell people is what happens to us. We get information on everything. Y'all ever notice how you get a crick in your a muscle spasm in your neck, and you all online. You go into WebMD, you go into everywhere else trying to gain information. Now, what happens is you gain the information after something happens. There is a stimuli. Something prompts you to get information. And then you become a web doctor because you have looked at everything that you see. Is that correct? Well, we get information from everything that we want. Want to lose weight? We go get information. Okay. We want to have a great relationship. And what you do is you don't look at just Coach Ken. You look at all these relationship coaches out here, Tony Gaskins. You look at there are others out here, Kitty Rose. And I have nothing negative to say about any of them, but many of you are looking at all of their videos as well. And so what happens is, now listen, there's the thing about information that I'm going to tell you what to do that you don't do. And so you go listen to Derek Jackson, and he tells you what you want to hear. You listen to Ace Metaphor in tonight's conversation, and they tell you what you want to hear. And you keep searching, and you look for Kitty Rose, then you go Trip Fontaine, and there are many, many others who are delivering relationship advice. And I have nothing negative to say about them. I said, but because some of them may resonate with you, all right? Now, some of them may resonate with you, but whoever resonates with you. But the first thing you have to do is go get information from a trusted source, from an expert, from somebody who knows what they're talking about, and it resonates with you. Now, watch what I just said. And it resonates with you. You see, the truth is, I'm not everybody's coach because I don't resonate with everyone, right? But my people know, I always tell people, my sheep know my voice. I'm like a shepherd of them. I'm shepherding them. I'm guiding them. I am helping them to do what it is they need to do. And so what I say is, listen to you. Watch this. I'm about to teach you a principle. This principle, I wrote about this principle when I was on the show, The Biggest Loser. So some of you don't know this. When I was 18 years ago, I weighed over 400 pounds. I was on a television show, a reality show called The Biggest Loser. Now, on this show, I lost 100 pounds. Now, since then, I have lost 160, going on 170 pounds, okay? And so I kept it off. Every now and then I gain some weight, but I lose it. But I weighed 400, almost 430 pounds. Now, during the time when I was on the show, when I got off of the show, what I did was I did this. People would ask me, how did you lose the weight? Because people think it was the TV show that made me lose weight. No. I spoke at Blue Cross Blue Shield, an insurance company. They hired me to come in to speak to people around the country. So I developed the 5 steps to transformation. Now watch this. Now, number 3 in the 5 steps to transformation, number 3 was open your mind, then close it. Now listen to what I just said. Open your mind, then close it. And what I told them was, go find the information that resonates with you. When I was talking about weight loss, find the program, find the guide, find the coach, find the thing that resonates with you, and open your mind to what they're teaching you. And then once you find your person, then close your mind. Notice what I said. Once you find it, open your mind, search for those who resonate with you, that are in alignment with your core values. And then once you find your person, your program, once you find your methodology, close your mind. You know why? Because once you close your mind, you are not susceptible to anything. Because the truth is, you can never, because the achievement and transformation, once it happens, when you focus on one thing and you put all your energy into that one thing, that one philosophy. See, y'all, you ever notice people who want to start a business, and what they do, they start this business and they think it's not working because they're not getting the results that they want right away. And then they jump to this business, and then they jump to this business. And at the end of the day, they don't do anything. They don't do anything. And so what I tell people is when people call me, I said, how many coaches you been listening to? And they tell me, I listen to you, I listen to this person. I said, okay. I said, now what have you done? What strategy? What have you decided on that you are going to rest on, that you're going to start, and that you're going to focus on? Because listen to me carefully. Yo, um, you must understand that focused energy is where transformation lies because the sun is scattered energy. The sun doesn't kill us all. The sun could kill us all. But the reason it doesn't is because the energy is scattered over over a wide, vast place. But a laser beam does not have the power that the sun has. But a laser beam is concentrated energy. And a laser beam pointed at your chest will kill you instantly. Why? Because it's focused energy. And so when I tell people you gather information, you open your mind, then you close it. That is the reason why I've been so successful. I'm saying, listen, y'all, whenever in my academy, the reason I bring in people because I want you to find, because some different things, different people resonate with different people. I'm not going to resonate with everyone. I know that. Some people will think I'm out of touch. I get that. Some people will think, oh, he ain't been single in a long time. Even though I've coached thousands of singles, I get that. But that is why. But once you, number one, once you get the information, once you open your mind, then close it. Step one is you gain the information you need. Step two, once you gain the information, what I teach my people, the reason why they're successful is because once I give you information, once I give you a strategy, once I tell you what to do, I want you to apply it the next day. See, the next step two is application. Most of us are information gatherers. So we get information, we take notes, we do all of that. You will write this down all day long. But when I tell you to apply this strategy, this communication strategy that has worked for many of my students, and you say, I'm scared. I don't know what they're going to do. They ain't going to react right. They're not going to listen to me. And I said, and I often say to them, I said, you're basing your assumption on what you would do. You're basing your assumption on the way you currently think, on how you currently view. And see, the first thing is this. The reason application is so important is because application, once you apply something, what happens to the person is if the other person does not react the way that you think, or if it were to work, or something were to happen different than what you think, your brain would have to entertain something new. Your brain would have to entertain a new thought. Your brain would have to entertain something. See, most people you're getting information from don't have a clue. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how telling you how to communicate. They don't know how to resolve conflict. They don't know attachment styles. They don't understand how to deal with trauma and toxicity. But what they do is tell you something, and because you like them, you love them, and because they have influence with you in their life, you take what they say as gospel. So I was on a podcast, Hardly Initiated, last week. I was on yes, I help people who to get out of one-sided relationships, codependency, absolutely. Make an appointment, book the 30-minute session with me. What is your name so I can call you? Chachi 2K? But listen, I don't know what was I saying. I done got thrown off, but I'm going to say this to y'all, that most times When you are, the reason why you say something doesn't work is because you work out for 1 week. You work, but what you do is you look at other people who have a great relationship, who have a great body, who have great something. And then what you say is you say, I did that, it didn't work. I did that, it didn't work. Okay. And I always say, people, you didn't do what I told you to do. I said, you might have done what you thought I told you to do, but you didn't do it. Most people want things to work so quickly because you didn't get here in one day, but yet you want it to work in one day. You didn't begin communicating the way that you do in one day. Why is it that you expect to change in one day? The other person that you're in a relationship with didn't just become a person who is avoidant and you, but you want them to change, and so I tell you what to do. You don't do it the way that I tell you to do it. It doesn't work, and then you say, oh, that doesn't work. The truth is you were not willing to work it. You were unwilling to do what it takes to make things change. And so why do I say that? I say that because application is important. Whenever I'm teaching people, whenever I've had so many results, so many people got into great relationships. I wish I could, because I got all my platforms up. I wish I could grab my phone, but I can't, because then TikTok would be on here and let you hear the testimonials that people that I've coached. Because some of you either believe, number one, you don't deserve a great relationship, or number two, that you can't have a great relationship. Either way, either way, either way, your mindset won't change. The reason your mindset won't change is because you haven't looked at your past to determine what your future looks like. And so for me, that's why I come on live, y'all, because one day you're gonna call me. One day you're gonna set up an appointment. And one day me and you gonna get face to face, and I'm going to tell you something that is good, that your brain is going to accept. And when your brain accepts it, what's going to happen is you're going to do it. And you're going to say, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Somebody just says this. The echelon says, aesthetic says, how do you get a man who doesn't believe in coaching to be open to it? This is how. I'm glad you said that. So allow me to answer that question. Is they have to receive the result of coaching in you first. You see, the reason why a person doesn't believe the echelon aesthetic, the reason why a person doesn't believe that coaching works is because they've never seen it work in their life. And they've never seen it work for somebody that is close to them. And so what I tell people is, if you have a spouse, a boyfriend, or girlfriend who does not believe in coaching, what they really said is, I don't believe that anything we do is going to change the relationship. But what has to happen is you start coaching, and then they will see a change in you. What I tell people is this, is if you don't know what something looks like, you won't see it, you won't notice it when you see it. Why is that important? Is you have to be the change many times that you want to see in other people. And so I tell people, look, become the change. Now the person sees what change looks like. When I see what change looks like, my brain says, wait a minute, I never seen that. Now I know. They're going to say, wow, you're changing. Here's what they're going to say. What you doing? What are you doing? What's going on? You different. They might even think that you're seeing somebody else because they're used to you reacting the way that you've been reacting. And so what I tell people is this. Now you be the change. And that has happened a lot of times because the people that you want to change they don't have any basis for that change. Now you have to be the basis. And it doesn't have to be big change either. It can be something small that you used to do or not do that you're doing now or not doing now. The person is gonna be like, "What's up with you?" Y'all, it's so funny. I hear it so many times when people say, "What's going on with you? What's up with you?" And they say, "You know what? No, I just want to be a better version of myself." Let me tell you something. The most powerful thing that you can tell somebody in a relationship, listen to me, is you tell them, you know what? I've been reflecting on this relationship. I've been reflecting on us. And the truth is, I desire to be a better version of myself because I know in being a better version of myself, this relationship will be better. I want you to just try that. Just use that one thing I just said. Just one thing. Then book a free session with me because, y'all, I'm telling you, when you don't understand, when you don't know what to do, and when the other person doesn't know what to do, what do? They simply say, it ain't gonna work. Y'all, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here because I'm gonna give you the first two. There are four keys to a great relationship. I think I'm gonna come on tomorrow night and give you the other two keys. But in the meantime, just understand this, that get with someone that shows you how to practically apply what I'm teaching you. This is for men and women. Y'all, you notice how my content, the content I do, is for men and women. It's for people who want to be in a better relationship. It is for people who want to be in a better relationship. Um, Somebody says the free session come with that dictionary. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now it comes with the dictionary that comes up my mouth. Um, I believe, y'all, that women need to level up. I believe that men need to level up. We all because, y'all, I could have 1,000 people on here if I was bashing. If I was bashing one sex or another, if I was bashing men, telling you men ain't shit, telling you these men ain't out here, I would probably have 1,000 people on here. I would have 1,000 people, but I'm not saying that. There are good men out there, just like there are good women. I am not saying that. What I'm saying is, let me help you be better. Let me help everybody be better. Okay? All right, let me help you. So, for those of you who want to book a session, you got questions. I'm doing 30-minute sessions, 30-minute free sessions to the end of the month. We got like 10 days. No, 8 days. Whoa. Oh, February 20, 8 days. Wow, 8 days. So if anybody wants a free session, all you have to do is book it. Um, and book it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Samra. I appreciate you. Go to Coach Ken Canion at Gmail. Coach, COACH, Ken, KenCanion at Gmail. Coach Ken Canion at gmail.com. And listen, book a free say, hey, coach, I'd like a free session, 30-minute session with you. Or it'll be either me or my lead coach, Coach Rose, but more than likely it'll be me. Because I'm trying to talk to people. I just want to touch people. You know, God has given me this platform. God has given me this platform to help people. And that's what I've been doing. And so my way of giving back is, yes, I'm doing free sessions to the end of this month. Don't know how much longer it's going to go after the end of this month, but that's what I'm doing right now. And so if anybody is interested in that, what I want you to do is email me at coachkencanyon at Gmail and say, hey, coach, I'd like the 30-minute free session. And my team will get back with you. Thank you for watching the show, Unfaithful Caught in the Act. It'll be back soon. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this. And look, hey, let's every journey starts with one step. Let's take that step today. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out.